Triangle of Sadness is an upcoming satirical drama film directed by Ruben Östlund, known for his previous works such as The Square and Force Majeure. The film stars Woody Harrelson, Harris Dickinson, and Charlbi Dean Creek in the lead roles. The film is set in the world of fashion and follows the story of three people who are brought together in the midst of a global fashion event in Greece. The movie explores the themes of power, status, and human behavior in the high-pressure world of fashion. The main characters in Triangle of Sadness are Woody Harrelson as Joe, Harris Dickinson as Alexander, Charlbi Dean Creek as Frida. Woody Harrelson plays the role of Joe, a famous fashion designer who is struggling to maintain his relevance in the industry. Harris Dickinson plays Alexander, a young model who is trying to make a name for himself in the fashion world. Charlbi Dean Creek plays Frida, a makeup artist who is caught in between the two men and their power struggles. The three characters come together during a fashion event in Greece, and their interactions and relationships with each other become a central focus of the film. Carl, a model, attends an uncomfortable casting call with other male models. Carl is dating Yaya, a model and influencer, and resents her for expecting him to pay for meals even though she earns more than he does. They bicker about money and gender roles. Yaya admits that she is in a relationship with Carl for the engagement it earns them on social media, and that she seeks to become a trophy wife, but Carl declares that she will come to love him. Carl, a model, attends an uncomfortable casting call with other male models. Carl is dating Yaya, a model and influencer, and resents her for expecting him to pay for meals even though she earns more than he does. They bicker about money and gender roles. Yaya admits that she is in a relationship with Carl for the engagement it earns them on social media, and that she seeks to become a trophy wife, but Carl declares that she will come to love him. Part 2, The Yacht. Carl and Yaya are invited on a luxury cruise aboard a superyacht in exchange for its social media promotion. Among the wealthy guests are the Russian oligarch Dmitry and his wife Vera, the elderly couple Clementine and Winston, who have made their fortune manufacturing weapons, Therese, a wheelchair user only capable of speaking a single sentence in German following a stroke, and Jarmo, a lonely tech millionaire who flirts with Yaya. The guests luxuriate on the yacht, oblivious to the crew working to meet their every need and whim. The head of staff, Paula, demands they obey the guests' absurd requests, including having every crew member swim in the sea. The kitchen crew is ordered to swim as well, despite the chef warning that the food will go bad. Carl complains to Paula about a crew member whom Yaya finds attractive, inadvertently getting the man fired. Meanwhile, the yacht's captain, Thomas Smith, spends his time drunk in his cabin. Paula gets Thomas to sober up and attend the captain's dinner. As the yacht passes through a storm, several guests become violently seasick, vomit or have diarrhea, possibly due to the food, and panic breaks out. The drunken Thomas and Dmitry debate in favor of communism and capitalism, respectively, over the intercom. Several guests are injured as the storm tosses the ship, the sewage floods, and the power goes out. When morning arrives, pirates attack, killing Clementine and Winston with a grenade and capsizing the yacht. Part 3, The Island. A small group of survivors, consisting of Carl, Yaya, Dmitry, Therese, Paula, Jarmo, ship mechanic Nelson, whom Dmitry accuses of being a pirate, and cleaning woman Abigail, manage to escape to an island. At first, Paula continues to order Abigail to service the crew's guests. When it becomes clear that Abigail is the only one with survival skills, such as catching fish and building fires, she usurps command by withholding food. Yaya grows jealous while Carl considers leaving her for Abigail. Jarmo kills a wild donkey by smashing it with a rock, which Dmitry and Nelson celebrate. Yaya decides to hike to the other side of the island, and Abigail volunteers to go with her despite Carl's concerns. They discover a beachside elevator and realize they have been stranded near a luxury resort. Back at the camp, Therese encounters a beach vendor but is unable to communicate her situation. Yaya celebrates finding the elevator, but Abigail hesitates to enter. She then prepares to attack Yaya with a rock, but hesitates when the oblivious Yaya offers to help Abigail get better work, such as being Yaya's assistant. Elsewhere, Carl frantically runs through the jungle in desperation. Therese encounters a beach vendor but is unable to communicate her situation. Yaya celebrates finding the elevator, but Abigail hesitates to enter. She then prepares to attack Yaya with a rock, but hesitates when the oblivious Yaya offers to help Abigail get better work, such as being Yaya's assistant. Elsewhere, Carl frantically runs through the jungle in desperation. Therese encounters a beach vendor but is unable to communicate her situation. Yaya celebrates finding the elevator, but Abigail hesitates to enter. She then prepares to attack Yaya with a rock, but hesitates when the oblivious Yaya offers to help Abigail get better work, such as being Yaya's assistant. Elsewhere, Carl frantically runs through the jungle in desperation. The Triangle of Sadness is one of those scenes with fairly dense equality issues. Wrapped in dark comedies, this one makes it a little uncomfortable for those unfamiliar with these jokes to watch. However, the message throughout this film succeeds in being delivered in a unique way. The director is sensitive to the issues around us that may seem trivial, but for those who feel it can be something complex and disturbing. In addition, Ruben Östlund provides the ending by letting the audience guess and feel the ending through their own eyes. With its sleek visual presentation and tight storytelling, it's only natural for Triangle of Sadness to win an award at the 2022 Cannes Film Festival. Here are a few trivia facts about Triangle of Sadness. The film's title refers to a term used in the modeling industry to describe the area between the breasts and hip bones, which is considered ideal for models. Woody Harrelson had to undergo a dramatic transformation for his role as Joe, including losing weight and shaving his head. The film was shot on location in Greece, including at the historic Epidaurus Theatre. Triangle of Sadness is Ruben Östlund's fourth feature film, following Involuntary, Play, and The Square. The film features a mix of professional actors and non-actors, including real-life fashion industry professionals. The film is produced by Eric Hemmendorf and Philippe Bober, who previously worked with Ruben Östlund on his earlier films. Triangle of Sadness is Ruben Östlund's first English-language film. The film explores themes of power dynamics, beauty standards, and the commodification of women's bodies in the fashion industry. The movie ends here. Please click follow and notify to receive the next episodes. Goodbye and see you again.